big old show for us this morning. Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, Liam Hemsworth and Ollie Murs, all in an interview situation together. Nicole Scherzinger is going to be here. And it is 1D Day. We have just 3.5 hours to get your questions in for One Direction. Also today, we need to talk about something that is happening later on. One Direction are doing their first ever live lounge for Radio 1. They're going to be doing it on Greg's show this afternoon. And we're going to go and interview them. And we're going to get 10 questions from One Direction fans. 10 questions they've never, ever been asked before.
Yeah.
What would you ask One Direction? Now, it's got to be something either... just any question, actually, that they've never, ever been asked.
Would they ever cut each other's hair? Because they're really, really, proper about their hair, aren't they? So do they trust each other?
We need better than that, yes. So come on, go again. Come on. Let's go again.
Would they ask Nicole Scherzinger out for me?
That's a good question. And also, she'd probably listen.
Yeah.
Because One Direction are on the phone.
Okay, sorted.
Okay, well, maybe that will make
you can
the
ask
top
him
10.
that.
Well, we've only got 10, Yasser.
Okay.
It's we're hoping for questions that will entertain the rest of the world.
That could.
Not just specifics for you and dating.
I could be the next big celebrity couple.
Imagine if all 10 questions were about hooking you up with Nicole Scherzinger.
I would love you forever if you did do that.
Well, maybe. If they're not good questions coming in on the hashtag 1D on Grimmy, then they are all going to be about you.
Like the little plug there.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
That's our hashtag. 200,000 questions now.
No way. Oh, my God.
200,000.
Good luck going through them.
It's going to be such a long interview. So today is the day One Direction going to be joining us here at Radio 1 in the Live Lounge. Not the usual time, though. Greg James is going to be hosting the Live Lounge from 4 o'clock this afternoon, and 1D will be his guests. We are going to catch up with Greg after this to see how he is feeling. He's not performing, he's just hosting it. We'll chat after Sam Smith. Right, today, a big day because One Direction are going to be doing their first ever live lounge. They're not doing it in the regular show time between 10 and 12:45 when the live lounge happens. They are going to be doing it at 4 o'clock this afternoon when a wonderful man called Greg James is on the radio. Hello, Greg James.
Good morning.
Morning. Are you okay?
That is the greatest description of Jennifer Lawrence ever, by the way, saying she's not a moron.
Well, she's not, but people are. A lot of people that you go and interview in a junket situation in a hotel room are moronic. And she actually is smart, and I like her.
I had Kate Winslet on yesterday, and she's exactly the same, that if you ask the wrong question, she will just smack you down.
Yes, I love that.
Similar.
Makes you work for your money, doesn't it?
I know, it keeps you on your toes. I like it a lot. I can't wait to hear Ollie Murs talking to Jennifer Lawrence.
It was really, because when she came in, at the start of the interview, I'm like, are you all right? And she's like, no, I'm bored out of my brain. I was like, oh, God, this might be the worst interview ever. But then you'll see after 8 this morning. Anyway, we've got to talk about One Direction because they are going to be doing the live lounge today on your show.
I am already so excited and preparing everything. I am also preparing heavily for this interview, unlike Ollie Murs. So that is why I'm up and sat in bed looking at old videos of One Direction, trying to find their first ever YouTube video and everything, because today they are doing their first ever live lounge. They've never done a live lounge before, and it's really... I think it's brilliant that we're moving the live lounge for One Direction. If there's one band to do it for, then we move it for them. So it's going to be today at 5 o'clock, and you'll be able to hear them doing a live lounge special. So it's not going to just be 2 songs. It's going to be, I think I can say it's going to be 6 songs.
6 songs. Wow.
Yeah, and I've heard what the covers are. Or I heard last week what the covers are going to be, but I don't think I'm allowed to say what they are. But
give us some clues.
As I heard last week, it's going to be one slightly old song, and one new song. So
2 covers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I heard on the grapevine.
Do you know what songs they are going to be doing that are One Direction songs?
I do. Yes.
Do you have any favourite One Direction songs?
Again, I don't think I'm allowed to say, but they're doing my favourite One Direction song.
They're doing Gotta Be You.
I can't.
Just tell us what's going to happen. They're not going to cancel it if we talk about what songs they're doing.
Because if I say one thing and then they change it at the last minute, then I'll be the one.
Oh, so they're doing one thing.
Yeah, but I'll be held up as the one who's told the fans the wrong information. Then I'll literally never hear the end of it on Twitter. And
That's true.
I do want to get some normal tweets one day soon at some point.
I'm going to start a campaign for them to do "Gotta Be You." I love that one.
That is quite a good one. Mm-hmm. You know the thing about this Live Lounge moving. So remember back in the day when the Live Lounge has always been at midday since the Live Lounge began. Mm-hmm. And I remember, so when you used to be on school holidays and stuff, a real treat would be that you would actually hear a Live Lounge live. And there's something, and obviously it's really good to hear it repeated throughout the day, but when you listen to a Live Lounge, which is happening literally at the moment you're listening to it. So I remember Dave Grohl was doing one, and I just thought, oh my God, he's actually on the other end of the radio right now with a guitar, just sat in a Live Lounge doing this right now. There's something different about it, and it's much more special to hear it properly live. So that's why it was moved.
Because obviously everyone would be at school, and then they'd be like, oh... Missed it. It'd be quite amazing to see the statistics if we didn't move it. How many people were willing to wag it from school today to listen to One Direction live? I think you're looking at about 98% of teenage girls throughout the country. It's a high percentage.
What time will it be? Obviously, they got a lot of fans all over the world, but particularly America. So that'll be?
It'll be like midday in New York, and then sort of like 8 a.m. something in LA.
I reckon there'll be a load of kids in LA who go to school late.
Yeah, definitely. Like, imagine California crisis as kids tune into Greg James.
I'm quite excited about causing that sort of mayhem.
Yeah, me too. That would be fun. That'd be great.
It's great being part of the problem.
It really will. Ruining California. Well, we'll be listening 4 o'clock this afternoon. Of course, Greg is on. And then from 5 o'clock, One Direction doing their first ever live lounge. And not just a regular live lounge, as Greg has said, a live lounge special. 6 songs. They're going to be there for hours.
It's going to be from 5 o'clock right up until Newsbeat, and if they go over Newsbeat can take a walk.
They can what? They can what, Greg?
They can. Hi, Tina. Hi. I love Newsbeat. Oh, hi.
I think on this occasion, we could probably do a tiny bit.
Yeah,
tiny bit late. Okay.
15 minutes is a long time, so let's just cut it down to maybe 5.
About 4. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
5. Yeah, 5 minutes.
So say what you need to say in 5 minutes and get it done.
Just do the headlines.
I do have some exclusive news.
Oh yeah, go on.
I've had word from Niall.
Yeah.
He slid into my DMs last night.
He what?
You know the phrase sliding into your DMs.
Oh yeah, he slid into your DMs. Okay, I thought you were saying he slid in a pair of DMs.
I'll put you on loudspeaker. I've got to have a look at the message. The message says, it's gonna be sick, bro.
And that's an exclusive, guys.
And I think he sent me an aubergine a little while ago.
Ooh. Wonderful. Well, we look forward to Niall and his aubergine joining Greg on this show this afternoon from 4 o'clock. Have a good day, and we'll be listening later on, Greg.
Thank you very much. Only 10 hours to go. Whatever it is.
Yeah, a while. Thank you, Gregory.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, there's these things on Radio 1 all day that go like 9 hours to go. So please get ready for those as well.
Okay, they're on the way. Well, there's like 10, I don't know, I can't work it out, but a while. See you at 4. Okay, we are going to close our hashtag at 10 o'clock this morning. We have been receiving hundreds of thousands of questions. You went through them yesterday, Fifi. How are they?
There's just a lot of them.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of repeated questions.
So basically our hashtag is 1D on Grimmy. This afternoon, before Greg does his live lounge, we are going to catch up with One Direction and we are going to interview them. We're only going to ask them 10 questions. These are questions purely from the fans, questions that they have never been asked before. So 10 hard-hitting questions. Are there 10 hard-hitting questions amongst those 200,000 out there?
Hard-hitting is a
interesting word. I'd say unique.
Right.
Never been asked.
Right.
Gonna get a good answer.
Okay, good. We were looking at other interviews that they've done. This is the type of question that we want to avoid. This was happening on American telly. I don't know who the lady is, so forgive me. But an American woman asking this to One Direction. When you've not got a lot of time, is this a good question?
Harry, first and foremost, what America wants to know, what hair products do you use? Because are you looking at this hair? It is like from a unicorn's stem.
Thank you.
Tell me what you do in the morning. Walk me through your routine.
Shut up. Come on. Unicorn stem.
Get alive.
What do you put on your hair? No, hair stuff. By the way, we've had that question about 10,000 times. 10,000 people have sent that question. 10,000 people. We fill Wembley with that. How are you feeling, little Fifi?
Feeling good today.
Big day today.
It's a really big day, and it's one of those days where I couldn't decide what to wear, so I just went really casual.
But let's see what you've got on, because I can only actually see Fiona's face. So you're wearing a lovely white jumper and jeans, and a classic trainer.
Classic trainer.
Lovely.
And what are you going to wear? What have you got on? Are you going to keep this?
I've got on...
You're going to put on a nice T-shirt.
What's wrong with this T-shirt? Kanye West promotional T-shirt.
Great. So you're going to interview them, you've got a promotional T-shirt on for Kanye?
Well, we bought it from his tour.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
It doesn't look that smart, does it? You're going for the old...
Well, no, they're not politicians.
I know. Just making
What do I have to wear for One Direction?
What jeans have you got on? You got holy jeans on again?
No, normal jeans on.
At least you haven't got...
Have you seen what they dress like? They look like they washed up somewhere. What do you want me to wear for them? Shirt and tie? Dickie bow? Are you getting confused with Il Divo?
What's so funny?
Tina, right, she thinks that I'm dressed like a scruff for interviewing One Direction.
Well, your top could do with an iron. It's a bit creased.
It has been ironed, it's not creased.
Oh. It is creased. Come on. Looks like you just got out of the wash.
Are you coming today, Tina?
Yes.
Why are you coming? You're just coming to have a nosy.
It's a team.
No, it's not a team.
thing. I'm going to come along and show my support.
Right, okay. Yeah, have a little nosy on them all.
No, we're going to...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have a little look.
Yeah.
Why not? This is Why Not? It's their first ever
Tina Day.
live
Touchy
lounge.
feely.
It's like
Stop it. What?
It's not petting zoo.
It's historical. I might get a news line out of it.
Yeah, you might do, yeah. Da, 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 da.
Yes, actually.
Liam Payne's quite hot. Da, 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 da. Anyway, our big interview with One Direction takes place today. Apparently I had to put a shirt and tie on, thanks Fiona. Bowler hat. Morning to the person who has tweeted in with your, with regards to your news, Tina, tomorrow, which might be da 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 da. Liam Payne's quite hot. They've been on to say, finally, some news I can relate to.
Oh, come on.
Can we have tomorrow, actually, if Tina is going to One Direction today, Vic, right? 1D news tomorrow. So you have to do, the proper, news stuff like this, I'm Tina DeHealy. The time is 7:40 a.m. and right now it's time for One Direction news on Radio 1.
This.
And then you have to do real life news about One Direction.
I can do all my research today.
No. It's stuff that just happened there today. So not
Yeah,
not
that's
news.
what I mean. While
you're-
I'm there,
yeah.
I'll report, I'll investigate, find some news lines and do a little One Direction news update tomorrow.
Yeah. So 1D news tomorrow, but you really newsy.
Yeah, now you're late for the real news.
Oh no. Okay. The cast of the Hunger Games are on. 9 hours to go till One Direction are in the live lounge. They're going to join Greg on his show this afternoon at 4 o'clock, and you'll be able to hear them doing a live lounge special. From 5 o'clock, they're going to do 6 songs. So make sure you are listening to Radio 1 a little bit later on. We are going to do our interview as well. And these are questions solely constructed by One Direction fans. Our hashtag is 1D on Grimmy. We will end that hashtag at 10 o'clock this morning. And we're going to pick the 10 best questions from the internet. And they are the only questions we are going to ask. And you'll get to hear all of that in full on Monday morning. One Direction afternoon on BBC Radio 1, they are going to be doing their first ever live lounge this afternoon on Gregory's show from 4 o'clock. Make sure you are listening. They will kick off at 5, and it's I really struggle saying this. Live lounge special. Which means they're going to be doing 6 songs rather than the usual 2. So 5 o'clock, make sure you are listening. 1D, their first ever live lounge special. I don't know why I can't say that. Live lounge special. Right, Nicole Scherzinger. Hey, how are you feeling about today? Because today, big day on Radio 1.
1D on Grimmy.
Well, yeah, 1D on Grimmy, so that's going to be happening. We'll do the interview today. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go and speak to them this afternoon and have an interview with them. I think we meet them at, 4? Something like that, 4 o'clock. And then we are going to put all of the questions, well, not all of the questions, because we've actually received over 200,000 questions.
Incredible.
We're going to put the best 10 questions to One Direction. And then you'll hear that on Monday morning. And then at 5 o'clock, you're going to hear One Direction's live lounge. Now, we've moved it to 5 because everyone will be at school now who loves One Direction. So we've moved it to 5 o'clock, so you get to hear it a little bit later on. And they are doing a live lounge special. This is 6 songs, so it's going to be a big one.
I didn't realise it was their first time ever in the live lounge as well, their debut.
First ever one. What have they been doing all this time if they've not been in the live lounge?
Touring the world.
Touring the world. I forgot about that. The stadiums and the arenas. So they're going to do that at 5 a little bit later on. But weren't you doing One Direction connections yesterday on the show?
Yeah, we were trying to think of good questions, to get involved with the hashtag, and then we thought who would know stuff about them that other people wouldn't really know, and then we thought of the people that knew them back in the day before they were famous.
Right.
And we had a few people text in with brilliant connections to One Direction, some tenuous, some quite good actually, and we've called a couple of them back, and they've recorded good luck messages for the boys today.
Oh wow, we've got one now. Can we play this?
Yeah, this is Andy from Blackburn.
Yeah. So Andy from Blackburn has been on with his One Direction connection.
Oh, hi Adele, it's Andy from Blackburn. My One Direction connection is my ex-girlfriend kissed Harry Styles before he was famous. So I just wanted to wish One Direction good luck in their live lounge today. Thank you, bye-bye.
What a nice guy.
There we go. Andy from Blackburn. There we go. Andy from Blackburn. It sounds like you forced him to wish him that good luck.
I know. Well, it's his ex-girlfriend. We noticed. Yeah.
Listen how much that's been forced upon him.
Oh, hi Adele, it's Andy from Blackburn. My One Direction connection is my ex-girlfriend kissed Harry Styles before he was famous.
Right. Okay, that ends there. That's nice. And then listen to someone at Radio 1 forcing him to wish them good luck.
So I just wanted to wish One Direction good luck in their live lounge today. Thank you. Bye-bye.
He means it.
He don't mean it. He don't mean that. I can tell. Andy from Blackburn don't care. But thank you for that, Andy from Blackburn. Do you have a One Direction connection?
Yeah, I discovered Harry Styles, didn't I? Producer Fiona knows this.
Excuse me?
Actually, yeah. I should have a finder's fee.
Right, come on. How and why?
I was at his first audition.
Were you really?
Yes, when he was, I think, 17.
Right.
And everybody was going on about Harry that day. He was one of those acts that... I think they have like 20 people in a session, and you'll know this because you've done these.
Mm-hmm. And, 45, dear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
all right.
Pack them in.
It's quite a long day. And Harry was the one that everybody was talking about that day. And I remember it.
What did he sing?
I don't know what he sang, actually. I can't remember.
Oh, I'm going to sing a song because I audition for One Direction, Mary.
But even then, everybody loved him.
So you made him?
Yeah, well, I was there, so I helped find him.
Well, you cheered for him, which
Yeah.
may have influenced the judge's decisions.
Yes.
So you actually were part of this. So he owes you I'd say about 60% of his earnings.
Well said.
Yeah, definitely. What's the show? What's on the show today, please?
Okay, so we've got some more One Direction connections. We also have live music from Surprise, Justin Bieber, from the Teen Awards. And did you hear about Hugh and Greg's piano session last night with Ludovico
Oh, yes.
Einaudi? Yeah. We got some of that as well.
Hang on, was Greg involved on the piano?
Oh.
No,
I think he was just there to help out.
Okay. Wasn't on with it.
No.
Oh, wonderful. We'll be listening. Adele taking over Radio 1 in about 6 minutes' time.
On Sunday.